Hello, and welcome to Calendar Math with Mrs. Udo. I'm so happy that you're joining me today. During today's lesson, our littles will compare numbers, our middles will build a foundation for division, and our senior scholars will multiply decimals using concrete models. All right, let's begin. We are almost at the end of the month. We literally only have one more day in the month. Do you know what month it is? Last month was March. Next month will be May. What month is it? That's right. It is the month of April. Do you know what today is? Hmm. We are currently in the middle of the week. Some people call it hump day. Do you know what today is? That's right. Today is Wednesday. Well, if today is Wednesday, what was yesterday? Hmm. If today is Wednesday, yesterday was Tuesday. You got it. Well, if yesterday was Tuesday and today is Wednesday, what will tomorrow be? Hmm. Yesterday was Tuesday, today is Wednesday, and tomorrow will be Thursday. Great job, everyone. Let's take a look at our calendar. Remember, on our calendar, there is a number assigned to each day. Let's see if we can count together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. What number comes after 28? Yesterday was day 28. If yesterday was day 28, what is today? That's right. Today is day 29. Let's take a look at our calendar. How many Wednesdays have we had in the month of April? We can look up and down and figure that out. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There have been 5 Wednesdays in the month of April. Let's review the date together. I'll go first and then you repeat after me. Today is Wednesday, April 29th, 2020. Remember, when we say the date, we always start with the day of the week, then we say the month, the number, date, and then the year. Your turn. Today is Wednesday, April 29th, 2020. Great job, everyone. All right, guys. Today, our littles are going to compare numbers. Let's try it together. Our numbers for today are 2 and 9. 2 and 9 because our date was 29 and 2 and 9 are the digits in 29. When we compare numbers, did you guys see that? Today, helping us out is my friend Greater Gator. Greater Gator is going to help us to compare our numbers today. Let's take a look. Again, the numbers that we are going to compare are 2 and 9. Does anybody remember what these things are called? That's right. Those are our 10 frames. And we are going to use our 10 frames to help us compare numbers. To compare numbers means to find out which number is more and which number is less. Let's represent each of our numbers in a tens frame. Let's start with the number 2. Count with me, please. 1, 2. Great job, everyone. Now let's represent the number 9. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In order to compare these numbers, we need to figure out which number is more. We can figure out which number is more by looking at our tens frame and figuring out which frame has the most dots in it. Can you find the frame that has the most dots? That's right. Our frame with 9 has the most dots, which means that 9 is more. The frame that has the least amount of dots or the fewest number of dots, we call that less. Which frame has the fewest amount of dots? That's right, 2, because 2 is less than 9. Well, let me tell you about my friend Greater Gator. Greater Gator always eats up the number that is more because he's really hungry. What number do you think that Greater Gator is going to eat up? Well, let's see. He's facing the 9. Greater Gator, what are you going to do? That's right. Greater Gator ate up the 9 because the 9 is more. Great job, Littles. All right, Middles, it's your turn. Let's take a look at our manipulatives and our number of the day. We have 2 numbers of the day. They are 4 and 29. And we're going to do a little bit of division. Our division problem is 29 divided by 4. And we are going to use what we know about equal groups to help us to understand division. So we are going to start by using our problem to begin to create equal groups. In our manipulative box, I've placed 29 counters. How many counters do you think that I'm going to put in each group? That's right, I'm going to put 4 counters in each group because I am dividing 29 by 4. Let's see what happens. Here is my first group. On the other side of my board, I'm also going to keep track of how many counters I have left by using repeated subtraction. This is just like when we use repeated addition for a multiplication problem. And so if I had 29 counters and I've put 4 of them in a group, I have 25 counters left. What do you think I'm going to do next? That's right, I'm going to make another group of 4 counters. Great job. If I make another group of 4 counters, what do you think my next repeated subtraction problem will be? That's right, 25 minus 4 equals 21. What are we going to do next? That's right, another group of 4. And what is our next repeated subtraction problem? You guessed it, 21 minus 4 equals 17. So that means there are still 17 pieces on our board. Let's keep going. We've made another group of 4. We're going to do a little repeated subtraction. 17 take away 4 is 13. So there are 13 pieces left on our board. We're going to continue. I'm going to make a group of how many? That's right, 4. And what would my next repeated subtraction problem be? You guessed it, 13 minus 4 equals 9. All right, now my counters aren't really in a line anymore, and so let's see if I can still make groups of 4. There's a group of 4. Not quite as pretty, but it's still a group of 4. What is my next repeated subtraction problem? That's right, 9 take away 4 is 5. Great job, guys. Can I make another group of 4? I sure can. There's a group of 4, and what is my next repeated subtraction problem? You got it, 5 take away 4 equals 1. Now, there's only one counter left. Can I make a group of 4 with that one counter? No, I cannot. And so that tells me that I'm done making groups of 4. Well, in order to find out the answer to my division problem, I now need to look at how many groups of 4 I made. So let's look at all the 4s in our repeated subtraction. How many groups of 4 did we make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that consistent with what we see in our manipulatives? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we were able to make 7 groups of 4. So 29 divided by 4 is about 7, but we still had this one counter left over, and we call that counter a remainder. So 29 divided by 4 is actually 7 with a remainder of 1. Great job, middles. All right, senior scholars, it's your turn. Let's take a look at our problem of the day. We are going to use the number 4 and 29/100, and we are going to multiply it by 2 using concrete models. In order to do that, we're going to use our base 10 blocks. What do you think we're going to start with? That's right, we're going to start by representing 4 and 29/100. Let's do that. We're going to start with our whole numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we going to represent next? Exactly, we're going to represent our 2 tenths. 1, 2, and then what happens after that? You got it, our 9/100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great job, guys. Well, what does it mean to multiply? You guessed it. To multiply means to double or triple or make that many groups of whatever number it is you were starting to represent. And so if I'm multiplying by 2, it just means that I'm going to have 2 groups of 4 and 29/100. And so I'm going to double my 4 wholes as well as my 2 tenths and my 9/100. Now we're ready to put them together. Let's start with our hundreds. What do we know about each place value? What do we know? That's right, they're based on a base 10 system. Therefore, we only need 10 of each model piece in a row. So when we look at our hundreds, do we have more than 10 pieces here? Let's see. There's a group of 10. If we have a group of 10 in our hundreds, what does that mean we should do with it? That's right, we're going to cross it out and replace it with a 10th piece. So now for our hundreds, we just need to count how many hundreds we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 hundreds. Now let's take a look at our tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5/10, so there's nothing to cross out and carry over here. And finally, let's take a look at our whole number. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 whole flats. Therefore, 4 and 29 hundredths times 2 is 8 and 58 hundredths. Great job, senior scholars. Thank you so much for tuning in to Calendar Math with Mrs. Udoh today. See you tomorrow.